Usher us into Act 3 of Laura Bow and the Dagger of Amon Ra. So last time on Laura Bow and the Dagger of Amon Ra, we were at a party, or we were at this reception thing for the new Dagger of Amon Ra exhibit at this New York museum. And the dagger had disappeared, and we're a journalist named Laura Bow. We're investigating the disappearance of this dagger. And over the course of this evening, apparently somebody was murdered. And I have, I found the body inside a, a tomb, or not a tomb, but a coffin, like a, what are those called? The coffins that the Egyptians placed bodies inside. But anyways, that's where we were last. And the story continues. Who's this fellow?
Hi, Miss Bow. I'm Ernie Leach.
Hey, Ernie.
Dr. Carrington told me you could stay a while and talk to the staff. I've got to lock the doors, so just come and find me when you're ready to leave. Dr. C also has a key, but you don't want to bother him about that.
Thank you, Mr. Leach.
Just be careful where you go. Wolf will get upset if he finds you downstairs. See you later.
See ya, Ernie. Bye.
Did you manage to learn anything from your interviews, Detective O'Reilly?
Don't bother your little head about it, lass.
It's my job, sir.
This is an official murder investigation, Miss Bow. Do not be interfering.
Ah, sorry.
Oh, I don't mean to interfere. I just want to know what's going on. Any leads so far?
Dr. Carter died as the result of someone sticking a gift shop dagger in his chest.
You don't say.
What more do you need to know?
Well, for one thing, who did it?
Someone who didn't like him. That's my guess.
Brilliant deduction.
If you think that you can do better.
I can try.
Oh, wunderbar. Now we've got the amateurs involved.
I may not be a detective, but I'm terribly clever. I've solved murders before.
Just stay out of me way, lass, and don't destroy the evidence.
Certainly not.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to go destroy the evidence, I guess. Where are those two going? I think I'll follow them.
One of the many paintings in Michelangelo's Battle of the Nudes series.
I don't think I've ever been in this.
Don't touch the nudes. When you touch the painting, you smear a bit of the paint as if it's still damp.
Still damp. This is a museum. What's up with that?
Examining the painting carefully, you notice that some of the strong-smelling paint looks smeared.
Well, I guess these were recently put up or something? I don't know. That's so
One
weird.
of the many paintings in Michelangelo. Don't. When you touch the painting.
Okay, so that one's also still
Two
damp.
Brothers Drinking in a Tavern by Rick Morgan, Dutch Master, 1444.
So I'm guessing that's a fake.
The swirling brushstrokes are characteristic of the Morgan school of painting. The cracking of the paint is characteristic of age.
But what about the fact that it smears?
When you touch the paint...
Okay, that one's also damp.
Trouble on Two Legs by Dennis Lewis, date unknown. Painting discovered in an attic near Bordeaux, France, hidden behind a case of chocolate. A close look makes it clear that this artist was fond of chocolate. There are chocolate chips embedded in the paint.
Fascinating, I guess.
Cart Before the Horse by Susetto Live-in-Gudoni, 1481.
Live Gudoni.
Although the paint is old and cracking, the spirit of the artist can still be seen in the bold strokes made by the paintbrush.
What's up with you, Countess?
Good evening, Countess.
Good evening, Miss Bow.
I don't fully understand why people haven't left the museum at this point. I mean, the party's clearly over. There's some kind of murderer on the loose. I personally wouldn't feel very safe sticking around, but who am I to judge, I guess? Oh cool, I have this thing for when I need it. I can't ask about the recent murder. Oh, I guess I can just ask about the person. What was his name? It was Pippin, right? Pippin Carter?
He was a rather good-looking fellow, don't you think? Of course, I was at the party when he died, surrounded by witnesses, but I've already told Mr. O'Reilly about all that.
Good to hear, good to hear.
Good evening, Dr. Carrington.
Good evening, Miss Bow. Good evening.
What do you think of this whole Pippin Carter murder?
Dr. Carter's demise was truly a loss to us all, despite his pushy, overinflated, headline-grabbing ego. At least he completed his work on the ancient Egypt exhibit before he passed on.
You really don't seem very broken up about this.
I'll say that for him.
Any idea who might have wanted to kill him?
The man had enemies crawling out of the woodwork, Miss Bow. Practically everyone's a suspect, if you ask me.
Everyone? Including you?
Well, perhaps I should say everyone except myself, since I was at the fundraising event when Dr. Carter was taken from us. Terrible thing, really.
Alright, there is something glimmering on this painting.
A typical light-hearted painting by anonymous Bosch called A Heartwarming Story, depicting dead humans being tormented by skeletons and demons in hell.
Okay.
The oil paint on the canvas is old and cracked, but you can still see the characteristic brush strokes of anonymous Bosch, who painted with human bones instead of brushes.
Really? Wow.
Feels like a painting by anonymous Bosch, who is known for the distinctive texture of his canvases, among other things.
Alright, what's this glimmering pixel here?
A typical light-hearted... The oil paint on the canvas is old and... An authentic recreation, at least...
What is that? Some kind of key?
Jeepers! The shiny key on the painting even feels real. Probably because it is. Although you have a natural attraction to shiny objects, this one is firmly attached to the painting and obviously can't be removed by hand.
Do I have anything I could use to remove
A gold Egyptian Ankh medallion with a bit of blood on it.
I don't think I could use that, but I'm gonna try it.
While this is an
Okay. So I need to find a way to get that out of there. Oh, can I ask her about my Ankh medallion?
Why isn't that one of those darling little Egyptian thingies?
Okay. What's down here?
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Alright.
You feel a blush creeping over your face as you look at the perfect body of Rodin's famous thinker.
What a sexy thinker. Alright. I'm gonna listen in to the door.
Thank you for coming to see me, Olympia. This is very nice of you.
You're very welcome, my dear. What can I do for you?
Oh, you see, I found this strange bone, and I said to myself, Yvette, if anyone can tell you what this is, it would be Olympia.
A bone, you say? How fascinating. Where did you find it?
I found it right here in the museum. Here it is, Doctor.
Now, let me see. Ha ha! Yvette, you silly girl. This is a chicken bone.
It is?
Yes, of course. Why, it is still greasy. You got this at dinner, didn't you?
Oh, you have caught me, Olympia. I was playing the little joke on you.
You are a funny girl, Yvette, but I am quite fond of you.
Olympia, we are the good friends, no? I have the problem I wish to talk to you about.
Oh, certainly. What is it?
Come closer so I can whisper it to you. It is very personal, and I want no one to overhear.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Alright. Cool. Pan the Space Dan says Sierra should make a dating sim titled Robin Hood Conquest of the Laura Bow. That would be good.
The giant lizards are displaying some rather uncivilized behavior. The giant... It's a rat, ready to pounce! Well, he would pounce if he wasn't stuffed.
Fair point.
Looks can be...
Alright, what's under this cloth?
It's half of the famed Rosetta Stone.
Alright. So I guess this is the other half of the code. NUPQRS. Yeah, so I'm guessing this will all appear in my notebook. Cool. Alright. Okay. Pan of Space Dan says, why is the audio so reverby? It could be that the audio from my, from my, earphones might be... It might be that the audio from my earphones is kind of reverbing back into, the microphone. So, in other words, it has both an external... It's both picking up sort of the external sounds from the game, and also it's getting some of the sounds from inside of the game. So I just turned the volume down a little bit. Hopefully that'll fix that problem. Unfortunately, I think I might need to translate this using the Egyptian hieroglyphics, which will be kind of a pain, but it'll be made easier by...
A number of hieroglyphics are carefully drawn on the blackboard.
Yeah, I think it should be made easier, though, by screenshots, because I can't access my my journal from here. So let's get a screenshot of this. Y as my mummy. Mummy, L, E, I, or I-E. Probably I-E. Lies. That's what it is, right? Lies, yeah. As my mummy lies. P. Last line, yay! R. O. S. T. It's gonna be prostrate, isn't it? Yeah, prostrate. As my mummy lies prostrate. And then I, N, prostrate in... Man, I'm certain this is a huge waste of time at this point. I can't imagine this being useful. In my... Gosh, okay. In my tomb, right? T-O... MB. Yep, in my tomb. Alright, I have decoded this entire message. I'm so proud of myself. Not really, because it was completely busy work and had nothing to do with intelligence at all. But I finished it, and it took me forever, and I never should have gone on that long doing that in the middle of the stream, so I'm very sorry. But that's it. That's everything. So let me read the message to you now. I pay homage to the Lords of Eternity. Strong as thy sail on the wind, as the lake of fire in the underworld. Behold, she, the mother... Behold something, the mother creation, the gods in silence. From her womb, quicker than greyhound, fleeter than light. Let me not be burnt, let me not be consumed, let me not perish, as my mummy lies prostrate in the tomb. Alright. Useful, I guess. Probably not, but... Okay. Great use of my time there. Let's continue. Man, okay. Wow. What now? Okay, so what's this on the desk? I should probably try to take it. Uh-oh.
Good evening, Miss Bo.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, you startled me.
Good. It gets the blood flowing, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose so.
I see we're looking at my snake oil.
Well, I was just looking around.
I'm sure you meant no harm.
What's the snake oil for, anyway?
It repels snakes, of course. Comes in handy when I'm working in the basement. I lost a load of Egyptian cobras down there a few weeks ago. and I occasionally come across one of those little darlings. Those snakes always want to bite me, but I'm sure they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way. They get nervous very easily, you know. Normally, I love to watch them kill things. My Barney will kill anything he can sink his teeth into.
Charming.
Well, I'd like to chat some more, but I've got to rush off and meet that young Steve fellow. He promised to show me his scars. See you later.
Great. All right. Not sure what that was. I didn't quite finish looting your office yet. What's this?
It's you.
Not what I meant.
It's an intercom slave unit. Feels like an intercom slave unit.
Right? I think I'm done in here, actually. Alright, what's in here?
You pick it up and place it in your purse. It's used carbon.
Okay, used carbon paper. Can I read this carbon paper under the light?
Backlit, you can read the words typed into the carbon paper. Ernie, Big Al called to see if you could do some fencing for him next week. He says he'll make it worth your while to do a fast fencing job.
Huh. Alright.
A paper cutter with a sharp blade.
Ah, I can't save my game in here. Weird.
The file label reads, Machu Picchu Field Survey.
When did Hiram Bingham stumble across Machu Picchu? I'm trying to remember. I'm looking it up because I'm very curious to see if it's actually contemporary with this game. Okay, I guess it was in the early 1900s. So that would have lined up with this game. Cool.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Ah. Perhaps I left too soon. What's going on in there?
Come a little closer, Monsieur Najir. I am wanting to show you something.
And what would that be, Miss Delacroix?
Look at the palm of my hand.
It is a lovely palm, to be sure. But what am I supposed to see?
You see this line, monsieur? It is my love line.
My goodness, Miss Delacroix. It goes all the way up your arm and disappears up your sleeve.
Would you like to see where it ends up, Ramses? Have you ever been to Paris, Ramses?
No, I can't say I ever have.
Then you have never seen the Eiffel Tower?
No.
Well, by all means, let me show you.
Miss Delacroix, please. I'm a married man. Oh, dear.
Have you forgotten who let you into the museum, Ramses? Have you forgotten who showed you the secret room for your little ceremonies? You haven't, have you?
Ceremonies?
No, I haven't, but...
Then you will let me give you the grand tour of the tower, no?
We'll have to go somewhere else. I don't feel safe here.
Lead the way, monsieur.
Alright. Well, interesting. What do we have here? We have a cool porcupine.
It's President Carrington's stuffed porcupine, Spiny Norman.
Alright.
It's the latest thing in office telecommunications technology. An intercom master unit.
Cool, I guess. Phone list.
Using your remarkable powers of deduction, you conclude that this little book contains phone numbers. Phone numbers. T. Dargan, WP 5125. R. Williams, BL 4468. I did it, SH 0244. Be safe, KL 0527. U. Hoser, LI 2077. And yet, KL 4004.
Okay, if there's a safe in here, which I think there is, I think that be safe number is going to be the combination. Seems like a fairly clear hint. So be safe was 0527. Write that down. Okay, cool.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
What's this thing?
Countess and Ziggy at 1 a.m. Medieval armor display.
Huh. I'll need to mosey on over to the medieval armor display when 1 a.m. comes around then. Alright.
It's
What?
the bookcase.
1 a.m. in the medieval armor display. Alright. Okay. What is this painting here?
It's a portrait of the former Leyendecker Museum president, Sterling Waldorf Carlton.
Let's look at it under a magnifying glass.
It might be a trick of the light, but one side of the painting seems closer to the wall than the other.
Ah, there must be something behind it. Ah, it's a safe. Cool. I can use my Be Safe password now. So that was what? 0527, right? 0. 5. 2. 7.
It feels... Not wanting to remove evidence from the crime scene, particularly when you must have broken some sort of law by opening the president's personal wall safe, you decide not to remove the diary.
Can I read it?
Glancing through the diary and the male handwriting within, it refers to Sterling's growing fear that the Countess only married him for his money and that she could be planning to kill him. The final entry reads, Yvette fears her too.
Alright. Yvette fears her too, huh? Okay.
It feels...
Cool. What just happened?
The note is written in a man's handwriting.
Okay.
While this is... Don't touch it. You'll have...
Alright, what's in the...
Don't touch it. Don't touch...
Okay, I can't open the desk drawers? Okay.
A notepad made of good quality paper. There's an imprint on the paper from the previous message written on the pad, but it's too faint to read.
Okay, I think this is what I need to use my piece of charcoal on.
A lump... The charcoal... Rubbing the charcoal over the notepad has made the imprint readable. Yvette, 8 o'clock, Egyptian rum. Tut, 10:15 Egyptian rum. Carrington, 11 o'clock, his office.
I wonder if this has to do with the fact that everyone seems to be having sex with Yvette.
Don't touch... You touch the intercom unit completely. You touch... The intercom crackles and you overhear a conversation.
Oh, I so love your scars, Wolfie. Show them to me again, darling.
They are yours to admire, my strudel.
Hoopa! Very, very nice.
Yeah, and I have this new bone for your collection.
Ah, such a large bone, too. Where did you find it?
I've been carrying this bone around for years. It is yours now, my Fräulein. You may do with it what you will.
I'm impressed by your generosity, Wolfie.
Well, I guess Yvette is not the only person messing around in here.
The intercom crackles and you overhear a conversation.
Oh, my lover, how do you manage to do it so many times?
Sure, and a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
And you do it so well.
Try and keep your voice down, lass. Someone might hear us.
How does she have the stamina for
Oh,
this?
I do not care, my amour. Life, she is something we only enjoy once.
Sure, and begorra, I do this at least 50 times a day to stay in shape.
50 times, ooh la la. And what do you call this movement?
Sit-ups, lass. I also do 50 push-ups each day. Then I run a few miles.
Alright, let's see if there's some non-sex related thing going on.
You touch the... When you press the button,
Okay.
you touch the... You touch... When you press the button...
These buttons are hard to press.
When you press the...
Okay.
You touch the intercom unit. When you press the... You touch the... When you press... You touch the...
Alright, well, cool, I guess. I'm out of here. See ya. Maybe I can take this light bulb now that the light's been off for a little while.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Alright, interesting. Not sure why I needed to take that, but if you can pick something up, you know you have to. Can I spell things out and ask them about it? That'd be kind of funny. Tell me about murder. Oh, I guess not. That's too bad.
You feel a blush.
If I know anything about Laura Bow games, it's that statues sometimes open up hidden things. Ah. Right, I guess I can save my game now. Ah.
Oh dear, the light bulb blew out. You hope someone will invent a reliable light bulb one of these days.
How about this one?
Ouch! Don't touch it.
Alright.
The glass covering the alcove is marked with the words, "For emergency use only." The glass covering the alcove is smooth and cool to the touch. The glass...
Alright. Do I have any blunt force object I can break this open with, like this dinosaur bone? Nice.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Oh hey, there's a ferret, I think. I think that's what that is.
A Ruhmkorff coil lantern with a hand crank on the base.
Okay. Jeez. Whose office is this?
This is a type of spiked flail known as a holy water sprinkler, which was quite popular in medieval battles.
Alright.
The name, of course, is a humorous reference to the religious device that is swung in a similar manner. The main advantage of a flail over a common mace was that the spiked iron head of the weapon developed extra smashing force as it swung at the end of the chain which attached it to the handle.
Alright. Ooh, I can save my game here. I'm gonna try to touch these weapons, because I know that that's probably a bad idea.
Although it's a very nice spiked flail,
You survived
the
that?
intercom crackles and you hear,
Wolfie, it's Olympia. If you can hear me, meet me in the armor room at 2 o'clock. You promised to show me your private scars, remember? See you there, Wolfcakes.
Alright, so... Yep, cool. What's on here? Cheese. I probably don't want to take it. At least not without sugaring it somehow. Let's try the bone. Good grief. It's hilarious. Sort of.
you pick it up and place it in your purse.
Alright. See what's on this bookshelf.
This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of medieval weaponry. For some reason, the spine on this book has been turned round to face the wall, hiding the title.
Rooms.
This book is a collection of poetry by Lord Byron. Apparently Heimlich had it turned on the bookshelf so that the spine with the title faced the wall. Perhaps he was embarrassed to have a poetry book on his shelf?
Oh, what did I miss?
A lacy black garter with the name Yvette stitched into it. There is also a note attached. A lacy black garter.
What's the note?
The note attached to the garter reads, "You can have the other garter and much more if you meet me at 3 a.m. in the preservation lab." The handwriting is female.
Alright, Yvette. Yvette and Miklos is apparently the woman that Wolf is into. All right. This place is kind of
You
creepy.
hear muffled voices coming through the door to Ernie's office.
Which one is Ernie's office?
An office door.
Maybe it's this one.
Interesting. I'd never noticed that before.
You never noticed what, my love?
You have a tattoo of the Eiffel Tower on the inside of your left eye.
Ah, you are doing this to distract me, no? But I am worried about you, my Ernie. You are so big and so strong. But this ice pick fellow is a dangerous one, no?
Yeah, he's dangerous. But I'll pay him his dough. Ernie Leach always pays his debts.
Maybe you can do some more fencing for this Big Al. He pays well.
Yeah, Big Al's a good customer. But there's only so much fencing I can do for one guy.
This ice pick might try to make the example of you before you can pay him off. He keeps leaving these threatening messages.
Don't worry, baby. Icepick knows he won't get his dough if he kills me. Maybe I can get into a hot poker game down at the Harlem Swinger and win enough money to pay him off.
No, no, no. The gambling is what got you into this mess, my Ernie.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I've got bigger problems tonight. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see.
What?
You're better off if I don't tell you about it. Now, what's this on the top of your Eiffel Tower tattoo?
I think you know what it is, my Ernie. You've seen it before.
And I always enjoy seeing it again, baby.
Ah, you American men are so charming.
Not sure that that's a thing that people say that often. I'm gonna try walking in on them, because why not?
Sacré bleu.
Hey, you nosy dame, can't you see we're busy? Scram!
Alright, I guess I'll leave. Fair enough.
Oh, good evening, Miss Bow.
Hi, Dr. Miklos. I'm sorry if I startled you.
Oh, that's okay. I enjoy being startled. And please, call me Olympia.
Okay, Olympia. You enjoy being startled?
It gets the blood flowing. I love it. I was just trying to find Daisy, my ferret. She usually has the run of the museum, but it's time for me to feed her.
Oh yeah, I saw him.
And you think she might be in here?
Well, she's been spending a lot of time in here lately for some reason. She probably likes the unusual smells. Who knows?
Can I help you look for her?
Thanks, but I'm sure I can find her. Would you mind leaving me for a while so she'll come out of hiding?
Certainly. Sorry to disturb you.
Alright. Nothing over here, I guess. Don't see the ferret. Ha. Hello, Mr. Archibald.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Well, lass, we've known each other a long time, and I'm not ready to get married yet. But I know one thing for sure. I love you.
Oh, my great detective. This feeling, it is mutual.
How many people have you been
Just
with?
be keeping in mind that I'd have to kill you if I ever found out you were sleeping with someone else.
Oh, God.
What? Oh, you are to be making the little joke, no? Your sense of humor, it is magnifique.
I've already had one bad marriage, and it won't happen again. It's been a long time since I've been able to trust anyone as much as I trust you.
Oh, God.
This is very flattering, my love. I am never to be knowing someone like you either. You are so good and so kind.
Well, I try, lass. I try. It's not easy being a cop in this town. The place is lousy with criminals, even in the police force.
Oh no, how terrible.
Sure, and it's a hard thing when a cop goes bad. I've seen it happen. A cop spends years fighting crime and watching the hoods get rich while he risks his life to make just a few bucks. The first time a cop takes a bribe, it bothers him. Oh, but then it gets easier.
You are such a strong man, my Ryan. You would never be accepting the payoff, no?
Sure, and I'm shocked that you'd even say such a thing, Yvette.
I'm sorry, my love. I should have known better.
You'll have to show me how sorry you are. Kiss me.
Gladly, my love. How can I resist?
Oh, gosh. Alright, better walk in here. Are they not going to notice me?
Oh, excuse me.
Here now, be off with you then.
That's so good. Alright. Let's see. I think there was like... What is this?
A lacy black garter with the name...
What did the note say?
The note attached to the garter...
Okay, 3 a.m. Preservation Lab. I think there's another meeting at 10 something, so I'll go and check that out. In the, Egyptian room. Sheesh. It's pretty brutal.
The corpse is wearing a black tuxedo jacket. At the moment it's a poor fit, especially around the neck. You search the pockets and find nothing but the usual lint. You decline to take the jacket with you since it apparently contains no clues and is skewered to the floor anyway. You search the pockets and find nothing but the...
Okay.
Your careful observation reveals that this is a rented tuxedo bearing the marks of repeated alterations. There is a stain above one pocket. A whiff reveals the strong, fresh scent of champagne.
All right. I think there are supposed to be people in here.
An inner mummy coffin which was contained in the exterior mummy coffin to the left. Identified from the cartouches on both coffins, the occupant was probably Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh, daughter of Thothmes I. Hatshepsut built the magnificent tomb temple at Deir el-Bahri and ruled for 20 years with her lover Senmut. At her death, Hatshepsut's successor tried to erase all memory of her by destroying her statues and obliterating her name from her various monuments. A peek into the mummy case reveals that Pippin's body has been removed.
I wonder when that happened. Well, I'm not going to wait in here for anyone to show up. Are you going to go south? South, come on, go south. All right, there you go.
An Italian suit of armor circa 14... The steel arm... The steel... The helmet on this Italian... The steel... The... Up close... Up close... Up close... Your close scrutiny reveals that there is indeed a body within the cramped confines of the suit of armor. It's Dr. Pippin Carter, famous dead archaeologist.
I guess someone stuffed him in here.
Dr. Carter's body has been indelicately crammed into the suit of armor. His filmy eyes gaze in mute shock. His head is bent at an unlikely angle, and the skin is puckered where the helmet's edges bite into the expanding flesh. This appears to be the head of an Eskimo. You wonder if they really do use every part of a seal.
Okay, I'm wondering if this is where Ziggy's head is.
This head from... This is the life... This head is French-Canadian. You wonder if French-Canadians are anything like Creoles and Cajuns. This is the life mask exhibit. This is... This... The head looks like that of a... The Panamanian. The head is from... The South American head has... This head is from the Cape.
This is a weird exhibit.
This head is from England. You ponder whether or not he... It's the head of a Cro-Magnon man. My, how people have changed. It's the head of an Australopithecus man. This is... This...
Come on.
The plaque says that this is the missing link. The plaque said... The plaque... This is... The plaque...
Alright, this might be the one. Oh, Christ.
Oh no! That doesn't look like a life mask.
There's Ziggy.
Oh no! It's Ziggy's head!
Cool. Hey, Zig.
You reach out sadly towards Ziggy's severed head, then draw away. He's clearly beyond all help.
You don't say. Ah. Here comes some folks.
What is going on in here?
I'd say you've got some explaining to do, young lady. Why are you screaming?
I found Mr. Ziggy's head.
Very odd how you are always finding the bodies, Miss Bow. I think we should be going back to my office and interrogating you now.
Here now, Wolf. The young lady just found a man's head. Give her a moment before you get out your thumb screws then.
Thank you, Mr. O'Reilly.
Don't thank me, lass. I'm not saying you didn't kill the man. I'm just trying to restrain Mr. Heimlich's enthusiasm for his job.
But I will get results. Let me talk to her privately.
Now I realize you're just trying to help, Wolf, but I think we can learn what we need from the lass without harming her.
She could lie and you'd never know it. You Americans are too soft on your criminals.
I just walked in and found his head, that's all.
Well, Mr. Heimlich does have his point, lass. It's a wee bit curious that you keep showing up at the murder scenes before anyone else. How do you explain that, then?
Just lucky, I guess.
Well, you do seem a wee bit small to be sawing off a man's head, I'll say that much.
Thanks.
This Fräulein could have had help. Or maybe she's very clever.
Or maybe you're trying to pin the murders on her, so you can find the murderer and save your job, eh?
My job is quite secure, Herr O'Reilly.
Oh, really now? A security chief who allows burglars to steal the exhibits, then overlooks several murders happening under his nose. I'd think twice about your security methods if I was running things here.
This is hardly the place to discuss my methods, Herr O'Reilly. We have a suspect to interrogate.
Correction. We have a murder scene to investigate. We can talk to the lass later when she's had a chance to calm down.
Thank you again, sir.
You're a sturdy one, I'll say that much for you. One scream and you've got your head together again, so to speak. Just don't try to leave the museum.
I can't leave. I'm locked in.
Good. We won't have to worry about you then. All right, Wolf. We've got work to do. Let's go get the crime scene tools.
Why doesn't anyone leave the museum? Isn't it a little bit of a fire hazard? for everyone to just be locked in like this. Alright, well, I think that's all that I have the stamina for tonight. Didn't quite finish Act 3, but hopefully I'll finish it up tomorrow. Maybe also finish up Act 4 if hopefully Act 4 is shorter than Act 3. But yeah, cool. That was tonight's stream. Laura Bow and the Dagger of Amon Ra. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.